All right, guys, welcome back. So, today we are going to be talking about some of the chaos that is supposedly going on over at Marvel Studios, in relation to the MCU. So, the article here is on ScreenRant. It's been gaining some popularity. Story is by Kai Young, all right? So, the title here is 12 Bombshell Marvel Report Details Reveal the MCU in crisis. Ooh, okay. Let's see what has the MCU in crisis. Now, according to me, the MCU has been in crisis for a while now. Okay? The MCU has been in crisis and the second that they decided to put Captain Marvel out, if you ask me. And essentially all of phase 4 has been an absolute joke, you know. Probably No Way Home or yeah, whatever, the Spider-Man No Way Home, that was okay, the multiverse movie, but uh, even that had some issues, if you ask me. And everything else has just been a joke, with what they did with Scarlet Witch, with what they've done by introducing all these ridiculous characters, these horrible. They're just cramming these characters down our throats. But let's get into the article before I lose it. So, Marvel Studios, here's the first little bit of info here. Marvel Studios considered replacing Kang the Conqueror with Doctor Doom, but ultimately stuck with Kang due to the actor's established role. I guess what that's going into is this dude, um, the Majors, Jonathan Majors, I believe, the guy that's playing Kang, is wrapped up now in some kind of a domestic violence case. We'll see how that pans out. Um, the final episodes of Loki season 2 will reveal important information for the Avengers 5 and set up Kang as the main villain. Okay, Marvel Studios is in talks with X-Men writers signaling the introduction of mutants into MCU Phase 7. Jesus Christ, Phase 7 we're up to now. What an absolute joke. Okay, so a new report has revealed the details of a tumultuous year for Marvel Studios, which has impacted the delivery of many recent and upcoming projects in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel Studios kicked off the MCU with 2008's Iron Man and enjoyed a lengthy period of popularity, producing hit after hit, which culminated in the epic double bill of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, respectively. Unfortunately, after a massive increase in content with the dawn of the multiverse saga and the expansion into long-form entertainment on Disney Plus, Marvel Studios has faced with a series of high-profile problems, all of which have now been laid bare. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into the tumultuous problems. So, Marvel Studios reconsidered the multiverse saga after Jonathan Majors' arrest. Yeah, makes sense. So we got the Majors trial is still forthcoming. Like I said, we'll see what happens with that. Kang the Conqueror was almost replaced with Doctor Doom. Got it. And that would have been smart to do, okay? Because I can promise you, yes, this Kang the Conqueror could be a badass character. He should have been. That villain does not have the star power. People don't know about that villain. I'm sorry. Doctor Doom has a lot more notoriety, is a lot more of a household name than Kang the Conqueror. They fucked up again with this, and they're cramming some stupid villain down our throats. I understand he's pretty badass in the comics. Don't get me wrong, but let's get real here. If we're trying to make a movie that's gonna make money, we want Doctor Doom as the villain, and we need a badass Doctor Doom to be done in the MCU. Come on. So, big mistake. They should have done that from the get go, if you ask me. Okay, then it goes into Loki season two's finale will set up Kang as Avengers 5 villain. Okay. Victor Timely is the only Kang variant to appear in season 2 so far of Loki. Whatever, who cares? Shang-Chi and Eternals MCU debuts were experiments for the MCU. Yeah, failed experiments, okay? Because nobody gives a shit about Shang-Chi or any one of those gender bending Eternals. Like that, honestly, the Eternals were the stupidest group of jokes that they tried to push on us thus far. And then here it goes. Shang-Chi and the Eternals have been absent in the MCU since their debut. Yeah, you think? Nobody gives a shit about these characters. Nobody ever has, and nobody ever will. Like, I don't know. You can't force this stuff, okay? These characters gained mainstream popularity in the comics for a reason. Because we identified with them, okay? Their stories made sense to us, okay? These characters they're pushing on us now, they have no redeeming qualities. They are given everything, handed everything. We don't like them, and we never will. No matter how many times you tell us to like them, we're not going to. Okay? So then here it goes into saying the Marvels went through 4 weeks of reshoots and director trouble. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess one of the directors, I believe, just walked off of the Marvels. So how can they even think after the first Ms. Marvel movie that they're gonna come out with something else to redeem that? Absolutely ridiculous. All right, what else does it say here? Marvel Studios rushed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Look at this. They're admitting to all these 12 monumental mistakes. Okay, just give it time, and they will all finally admit to their mistakes. All right, they rushed Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Yeah, it seems like you guys have been rushing everything lately. Okay, Quantumania kicked off Phase 5 with disappointing earnings and reviews. Yeah, you want to know why? Because you crammed that America Chavez joke down our throats, okay? And nobody likes her. Nobody. The Marvels had been the subject of several release date pushbacks, and one of these saw the project swap places with 2023's Ant-Man and the Wasp. This meant that Peyton Reed's Ant-Man sequel was brought forward by several months, as it was deemed further along than the Marvels. This is so ridiculous. VFX on WandaVision and She-Hulk were created after their premieres. Here's what I'm going to say. For the most part, WandaVision was fantastic. Okay, it was well done. It was creative. It was interesting. It drew you in. Towards the end, yeah, they went a little off the rails, but it was probably the best thing that's come out streaming from the MCU, if you ask me. And then what did they do? They tell us that they have permanently killed off Vision, and recently they came out and they said that Scarlet Witch is permanently dead. Retarded, okay? Here's the other plot point here, okay? She-Hulk's first transformation originally wasn't seen until episode 8. Like, that show wasn't dog shit enough. You were gonna make us wait until episode 8 to show us that? Well, maybe you should have, because the fucking CG was so piss poor that maybe it would have given you more time to fix it. She-Hulk did appear already transformed much earlier. This is such a joke, dude. These people are all over the place. Let's see. Okay, getting down further. Blade almost wasn't the star of his MCU debut. Does that surprise anybody? You know, that they're going to take the male character and subvert our expectations and cram, you know, some other story into the mix. Let's see what it says. Blade continues to undergo development problems. Guys, Blade, the original Blade movie with Wesley Snipes, legendary, fantastically done. What did it include? Wesley Snipes being a badass vampire hunter, okay, that killed everything in his fucking path, all right? Amazing graphics, amazing CG, good gunplay, good lore, good acting, and nothing was forced, okay? It was just a good action film. But let's see what they're going to try to do with this one. Let's see how they're going to try to push this one. One project who has had a more tumultuous production period than most others is Marvel Studios' Blade reboot, which is set to star Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali as the titular Dampier. Yeah, he's an amazing actor. Okay, Mahershala is probably would have been an amazing choice. But let's see what it's saying here. Blade was officially announced by Kevin Feige at Comic-Con 2019, but since then the project has gone through 2 directors, 5 writers, a production shutdown shortly before filming, and worries that Ali would walk. Variety reports that at one point Blade was set to be a narrative led by women and filled with life lessons. Holy shit, dude. The original Blade only taught me one life lesson. To fucking fuck up every vampire in my sight. That's about it, and that's all it ever needed to teach me. It didn't need to teach me anything else. This is why this movie will be a failure, like everything else that MCU pushes out. Just listen to this and try not to laugh. Blade was set to be a narrative led by women and filled with life lessons. With Blade himself not taking the starring plot. Amazing. Wow. Subvert the expectations. Wow. Evidently this needed changing, as Mahershala Ali must be the star in his official MCU debut. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then what do we got here? There have been talks to bring back the original Avengers. Yeah, of course. The piggy bank is running dry. They need to bring back all the originals because that's all that people ever cared about. Okay? Hulk, Thor, Hawkeye, and possibly Captain America remain alive in the MCU. Okay. So here's the close. Or wait. What does this say? Close. None of these issues went unnoticed at Marvel Studios and Disney, with Disney's CEO Bob Iger even noting that the increase in content on Disney Plus diluted focus and attention. This led to some major decisions being had at Marvel Studios, including one posited resurrecting and reuniting the MCU's original Avengers team. Yeah, great. Smart idea. We're going to resurrect the original team because everything else thus far has failed so miserably. How ridiculous. So let's see. Marvel Studios plan to move away from majors after Ant-Man 3. Yeah, we get it. We know. You've said that before. Quantumania is Kang's only movie appearance so far, right? All right. It's just going on and on. Now it's talking about, the X-Men in Phase 7. And let's see what it says at the end here in September. Article by Deadline. It was reported that Marvel Studios would soon be meeting with the writers to hear pitches for an X-Men project in the MCU. This was first and major development for the MCU's mutant team since 2019. Variety reports that this process has already begun, noting that Marvel has started talking to writers about bringing the X-Men into the MCU fold. This otherwise damning report ends with a message of hope. With teams such as the X-Men and the Fantastic Four soon debuting in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there is hope that the franchise will recover and Marvel Studios will soon be back on top. Yeah, good luck, okay? Because as long as you're pushing this garbage, the same characters that we never cared about, never will care about, we're not gonna watch, okay? I haven't seen, so many of these latest movies. I'll maybe give a few minutes and I have to turn it off. Honestly, to get through Love and Thunder, to get through Quantumania, took every fiber of my being, okay? Those movies absolutely sucked, all right? Everything coming out now, MCU related, is just garbage. So, please guys, leave your opinions below. Let me know what you think about these 12 gigantic bombshell Marvel report details that reveal the MCU is in crisis. Let me know. Do you guys think the MCU is in crisis? And what can be done to fix it? Let me know some of the comments below. Please, if you guys haven't, subscribe. I'm fired up, and I'm going to be dropping some content regarding all this crap. So just go ahead and let me know what you guys think. Take it easy.